Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local news for Friday, July 10th, 2026. A man out on bail was arrested on suspicion of running a chop shop in Yucca Valley. On Tuesday at around 2 p.m., investigators with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Auto Theft Task Force, known as Sandcat, served a warrant at a home in the 1000 block of Wamego Trail in Yucca Valley. As part of an ongoing investigation, the task force arrested one suspect at the home, identified as Pasco Silov, 43. The Sheriff's Department says that Silov was operating a chop shop at the Wamego Trail address. County records indicate that Silov was found in possession of stolen property and fraudulent manufacturer's ID numbers. Silov was found to be out on bail for investigation into charges related to a car theft in 2024. Pasco Silov was arrested on suspicion of running a chop shop, possessing false vehicle documents, and possession of stolen vehicles. He is being held at the West Valley Detention Center on $360,000 bail. An allegedly intoxicated woman in Yucca Valley was arrested on suspicion of fighting with deputies. On Wednesday at 2:30 p.m., San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies responded to a report of an intoxicated person in the 56,100 block of Yuma Trail in Yucca Valley. Deputies identified the suspect as Jody Sifford, 30. Deputies say that Sifford was intoxicated and shouting. They say she refused to follow commands and attempted to punch a deputy. She was taken into custody, and as she was being placed in the sheriff's vehicle, deputies say she kicked a deputy. The deputy was not seriously injured. Jody Sifford was arrested on suspicion of disorderly conduct and resisting an executive officer. She is being held at the West Valley Detention Center on $30,000 bail. The High Desert Water District announced a hard road closure on Palomar Avenue between Joshua Drive and Ute Trail for sewer project construction early next week. The closure will begin on Monday and remain in effect through Wednesday afternoon. Residents within the closure area will continue to have access to their properties. Motorists are encouraged to use alternate routes and allow additional travel time. Roughly 60 residents gathered last night at the 29 Palms Lucky Park Activity Center for a roundtable discussion about the city's Flock camera system. What began as a tense and sometimes confrontational meeting evolved into a broader conversation about transparency, accountability, and public oversight. Reporter Hillary Sloan was there and joins us with this report.
Representatives from Flock Safety and the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department defended the automated license plate reader system as an important investigative tool. Sheriff's officials described cases in which the technology helped identify vehicles connected to criminal investigations, including homicides, hit-and-run collisions, and missing person cases. Supporters in the audience also emphasized public safety concerns, including dangerous driving near schools and the challenges of policing a growing community. But many residents said their concerns extend beyond crime fighting. Attendees questioned how information is stored, who can access it, how data is shared among agencies, and whether surveillance technology introduced for one purpose could eventually be expanded to serve other purposes. As the discussion continued, several residents proposed creating a citizen advisory committee, increasing transparency, and establishing local oversight of the program. Mayor Pro Tem Octavia Scott responded positively to those suggestions, saying that he was listening to residents' concerns and interested in exploring possible compromises. Resident Alexandra Akins said the meeting showed that community members are willing to work toward solutions. No policy changes were announced and no formal action was taken. However, officials indicated they are open to continued public discussion as residents and city leaders consider the future of surveillance technology in 29 Palms. For Z107.7 News, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
Come cool off at the Yucca Valley Community Center North Lawn today with plenty of ways to beat the summer heat. Kids ages 8 and under are invited to slide down a slip and slide, splash in wading pools, or run in the sprinklers. This event is free at the Yucca Valley Community Center North Lawn and is happening from 10 a.m. to noon. And finally, Basin Transit continues their annual Pack the Bus event as part of their effort to make sure every student returning to school in the fall has access to school supplies. Now in its 4th year, Basin Transit's Pack the Bus continues to expand and provide even more students with essential supplies to ensure that they can learn and participate in class. Tomorrow, a Basin Transit bus will be stationed at Walmart collecting donations for essential classroom supplies. All donated items will be distributed by the Boys and Girls Club of the High Desert at a giveaway on July 28th. The most needed donations include backpacks, notebooks and notebook paper, binders and folders, crayons, colored pencils and markers, pens and pencils, glue sticks and scissors, rulers and calculators, pencil boxes, and pouches. Basin Transit's management team and volunteers from the Boys and Girls Club of the High Desert will be on site throughout the day tomorrow to welcome donors, collect supplies, and thank community members for their support. The Pack the Bus event is tomorrow at the Walmart parking lot from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Look for the Basin Transit bus. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.